The US wants to replace the MQ-9 Reaper with modular drone swarms that can cover thousands of miles to deliver kinetic payloads, meaning weapons, or to spy on adversaries, all while still being cheap enough to treat as relatively disposable. Now, the MQ-9 has been a staple of American air power since it entered service all the way back in 2007, but these drones were designed for the global war on terror against groups with no air defenses to speak of. And that means these non-stealth and slow-moving aircraft make for incredibly easy targets for even extremely dated air defense systems. After all, the MQ-9 flies slower than some high-end production cars can drive these days. And because of signal latency between the human operator elsewhere in the world and the drone, Reapers are practically incapable of quickly reacting to an inbound threat. And that's really exactly why Reapers accounted for more than 60% of American aircraft losses against Iran in Operation Epic Fury, with as many as 30 MQ-9s reportedly downed, representing a loss of an estimated $1 billion worth of Reaper airframes alone. But that scary billion-dollar figure is honestly hypothetical, because even though Air Force Chief of Staff General Kenneth Wilsbach described the MQ-9 as the most valuable player of Epic Fury, that doesn't change the fact that the Air Force already told General Atomics that they had no intention of ever buying another one. And as such, GA shut down Reaper production in 2025. Now, with the Air Force's Reaper fleet down to just 135 operational aircraft, the Pentagon is scrambling to field short-term replacements, and that is not going to be easy. General Atomics say that they have around 10 older MQ-9s still on the lot from other sales that fell through, but that's honestly about it. Even the boneyard inventory of retired aircraft maintained at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base shows a total of 0 retired Reapers that could be rehabbed and pulled back into service. But in the long run, the Air Force doesn't want another big expensive target to fly into adversary airspace anyway. Instead, they want a whole bunch of cheaper ones that they can field in sufficient numbers to not care all that much when they get shot down. On July 7th, the Pentagon's Defense Innovation Unit published a solicitation for proposals to field a Reaper replacement, currently dubbed the Massed Modular Aircraft, or MMA. Now, these new drones are meant to be modular and reconfigurable in theater, while offering an unrefueled combat radius of at least 2,300 nautical miles, better than 2,600 non-pirate miles, or better than 4,200 kilometers, while carrying a full combat payload. And they want a one-way ferry range of better than 8,000 nautical miles. That's around 9,200 standard miles, or 14,800 kilometers. The solicitation also emphasizes the need for these drones to be able to carry a wide variety of optical, video, and other kinds of sensors to, quote, execute missions that the MQ-9A performs today. Now, in order to power those onboard sensors and the like, these drones need to offer at least 25 kilowatts of onboard power production, which all but certainly would come from the propulsion system. They also need to be able to operate in heavily jammed environments, take off and land from 6,000-foot runways or shorter, and travel at speeds of at least 200 knots, which is around 230 miles per hour. But again, most importantly, these drones need to be cheap and simple to mass produce, with the idea being that you send enough of these cheaper drones that even after a whole bunch are shot down, the rest can still accomplish the mission. Now, the DIU is currently taking proposals with the goal of these new drones reaching initial operating capability, which would include a first batch of at least 20 operational aircraft by 2031.